from the year 1983 in the Miami Herald. 74-year-old pro doesn't wilt at end. It's time for the country's great-grandmothers to revolt. They should flip off the TV sets, tear off their shawls, throw away their canes, and follow Vicky Vukovic. Vukovic, a 74-year-old great-grandmother of 2 and grandmother of 8, pulled off a rare sports feat this weekend by qualifying in a women's pro tournament in Milwaukee. When she first appeared on the lanes, her rivals, many young enough to be her granddaughters and few old enough to remember when she was on the tour, just smiled. You know, the kind of smile young people reserve for old people who are about to make fools of themselves. 18 games later, Vukovic still had not earned the respect of all of her rivals. Many thought that Vukovic, who had put up $200 to bowl as a guest, was lucky to grab the 24th and last qualifying spot. They expected her to wilt during the ensuing 24 match games, which had to be bowled in 3 grueling 8-game blocks over a 30-hour period. But Vukovic continued to throw her 16-pound ball with gusto and wound up beating 11 of 24 rivals during head-to-head duels. She even moved up 2 positions to finish 22nd. For all her trouble, Vukovic won only $600. But more important, she won the admiration of rivals and proved that there is life after retirement. Helen Duvall proved a similar point in California last year when, at the age of 65, 1 week before her 66th birthday, she bowled a 300 game. She is the oldest woman ever to bowl a perfect game. I think what happens to most older women is that they let their age get in the way of doing things, Duvall said. They give up too early and say, I can't do that any longer. Vukovic agreed. I just hope what I accomplished in this pro tournament will be an inspiration to a lot of people, said the 5'1", 130-pound right-hander. I don't know how other people feel about bowling, but I know that it helps keep me active and young. Both women are very active, competing in 3 leagues a week and averaging in the 180s. And they still are tough in pro tournaments. Bowling in tournaments really is not that tough if you stay in shape, said Vukovic, who also stays in shape by going to college and playing golf. It's more mental than it is physical. You're always worried that a mistake you made a few frames earlier will come back to haunt you, but you also have to concentrate hard on trying to make the proper shots. Duvall was making the proper shots in the $100,000 Avon Queens tournament in Las Vegas earlier this year. She shot an 826 4-game block and was 4th after the first round. She wound up qualifying 29th in a field of 480, but lost her first 2 matches in the double elimination tournament. What older people must not do in bowling, and life for that matter, is to get discouraged, Duvall said. They may not be able to do what they could do 30 years ago, but they still should try. And next month, Duvall will head for Australia and Manila to give bowling instructions just as she did 30 years ago, when she still was a young woman and on the AMF staff of champions.